Hello students, hope you all are well. Let us start our next video. Next video it will be based on the 12th accounts part 1 chapter 5. It is known to all the 5th chapter is going on. Every time I want to remind you, 5th chapter will give you total 9 marks questions. Out of that, 1 practical sums of 8 marks and 1 mark from section B. To complete the 8 marks questions, I told that few practical steps you have to complete. That I already told. Once again I want to repeat. In your textbook, page number 144, in the middle, the 5 points, practical points are given, that I want to repeat. Page number 144, in the middle, the 5 points. First one, how to find out the new profit and loss sharing ratio, including the new partner, that I already told in the first video of this chapter. Second point, accounting effect relating to the goodwill. This is the most important points. Accounting effect relating to the goodwill in your practical sums. This point will create problems. Now admission chapter is going on. After completing the admission chapter, when we will start the 6th chapter, that is called retirement, this goodwill, whatever treatment you are doing, in the next chapter opposite treatment will come. That time when you complete the chapter 5 and chapter 6, you will be so confused. So second point, 2 video I already sent, that also you will go through. Today I will teach you the third point, which is called accounting effect of profit and loss arising from the revaluations of assets and liabilities. How to do the revaluations account, that I already told you from chapter 3. Revaluations account is nothing but changing or the result of changing of assets and liabilities. Changing of assets and liabilities means comparing. You have to compare the assets as well as the liability, book value with the market value. And whatever the profit or the loss comes, that we are giving to the partners capital account. If profit comes, partners capital account is credited. If loss comes, partners capital account is debited. So once again I am not telling you how to do the revaluations account. But one more point it is there with this revaluations account, that is called memorandum of revaluations account. Memorandum of revaluations account. So today's topic is how to do, or what is the difference between the revaluations account and memorandum revaluations account, or what is called memorandum revaluations account. I told today's point is there revaluations account and memorandum of revaluations account. I have taken one example, though I have not written the question, it is my own example. From this example, if I make you understand, you will clear it, you will understand what is this. Question I have not written, but by seeing this one, you will be able to understand what is the question it was. To collect the data from the questions, whatever it is needed, that I have written it here. Suppose that the 2 partners are there, A and B, and old partners sharing profits and losses in the ratio of 2:1. That means A and B was the old partner and old ratio is 2:1. And then it is given C comes as a new partner, and new profit and loss sharing ratio is 3:1:1. So this is the 2 things which is required to do the revaluations account, that I want to tell you. A and B, old partner, 2:1 ratio. A, B and C are the new partners. Actually, C is the new partner and the new share is 3:1:1. Now, first, what you know that I want to tell you. After that, what you do not know that I will tell you. This is called a revaluations account I have done. What is that? The credit sides, all of you know, this is your profit sides and this is your loss sides. I wrote buy land and building, so you understand what was the adjustment. Land and building was increased by 20,000, or if it is percentage is given, then some certain percentage if you calculate, the amount will come 20,000. That means in your adjustment, it was given that meaning of that adjustment, it was the land and building was increased by 20,000. For that, I wrote buy land and building 20,000. Similarly, the creditors of rupees 5,000. All of you know that no need to pay to the creditors of rupees 5,000, adjustment it was given. For that, it came in the revaluations account credit sides by creditors 5,000. It is your profit. But that means the adjustment it was there, the 5,000 no need to pay to the creditors. The same sentence was not there, but meaning of that adjustment it was there. Next is coming furniture of rupees 10,000. Once again, the furniture value, market value of the furniture, it was 10,000 more. That means whatever the book value was there, market value of the furniture was 10,000 more. For that it came in the credit side. Similarly for the motor car also, it is 14,000. So these are the four effects which came in the revaluations account credit side. So this is all profit sides. And similarly, in the debit side you are getting two machinery of 7,000. That means machinery value was decreased by 7,000. Stock was decreased by 12,000. So you are getting 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. This 6 adjustment it was given in your questions. The adjustment I have not written, but effect of the adjustment I have shown in the revaluations account. And what you are doing, after you are closing, after doing this one, you are making the total and finding out the balance. If you add, you will get 49,000 and you will get the balance of rupees 30,000. And that 30,000 you are transferring to the profits and revaluations account to Mr. A and to Mr. B according to the old ratio. Old ratio is 2:1. So 30,000, that is 20,000 and 10,000. This is the revaluations account what you have learned from the third chapter or fourth chapter. Now we are going to tell you that memorandum revaluations account. Memorandum revaluations account, this is the memorandum revaluations account. Memorandum revaluations account meaning first you know, after that I will tell you how to do it. Memorandum revaluations account meaning is without changing the assets and liabilities or without writing the market value of assets and liabilities in the balance sheets, the effect of revaluations or account or effect of assets and liabilities you show. That all of you know, if you do the revaluations account and if you have given the effect to Mr. A and B, and when you will do the new balance sheets, after doing the revaluations account, when you will do the revaluations account, that time in your new balance sheet, land and building, you will write, suppose it was 10, suppose it was 1 lakh, now you will write 1,20,000. Suppose your book value was 1 lakh, so you will write in your new balance sheet how much? 1,20,000. Similarly, creditors, if it was 40, you will write 35. Furniture, suppose if it is 50,000, you will write now it is 60,000. So, new balance sheets, the change of assets and the liabilities you are writing. But when you will do the revaluations, memorandum revaluations account, that time they are telling in your new balance sheets, we do not want to show the market value, we want to show the book value. But changing of assets and liabilities, the effect also we want. This is called the memorandum revaluations account. Only revaluations account, the market value will show in the new balance sheets, and memorandum revaluations account, the book value will show in the new balance sheets. But whatever the changing of assets and liabilities are coming, that effect also you want. Question came in your mind, sir. In your new balance sheets, according to the memorandum revaluations account, in new balance sheet, if you want to show the book value, then no need to do anything else. Not like that. The changing of assets and liabilities, whatever the profits or the loss comes, that effect we want. But we want to show the book value in the new balance sheets. What we will do? The things whatever we have done the revaluations account from here to here, this we have done it here as it is. There is no change at all. I want to put the line so that you can understand. This above this line, whatever we have done, see, by land and building, creditors, furniture, motor car, land and building, creditors, furniture, motor car, 25, 10, 14, 25, 10, 14, machinery stock, 7, 12, machinery stock 712, the profits and revaluations account AB 2010, the profits and revaluations account AB 20 and 1030. That means there is no change. Memorandum revaluations account, first of all, you have to do the revaluations account. After doing the revaluations account, next step is there. This is new. What you will do? What you wrote in the credit side, that you write in the debit side. What you wrote in the debit side, that you write in the credit sides, except this one. This one we will change something. What is the meaning of that? First let me write it, after that I will tell you. Land and building, creditors, furniture, motor car. Land and building, creditors, furniture, motor car. 25, 10, 14. 25, 10, 14. Machinery stock, it was debit 2, so it will come opposite sides by. So what will we have? We have what we got? We have written the credit side by, that we are writing in the debit side 2, and whatever we are writing, we have written in the debit side 2, that we write in the debit side by. Then what is the change? Change will come. The profits and revaluations account, whatever is coming, that we have distributed according to the old ratio to the old partner, and these now you will distribute, sell 30,000 only. If you find out amount, it will come 30,000. That you will distribute to all partner, including the new partner, that is A, B and C. In which ratio? New ratio, 3:1:1. Now you see 30,000 was there, 3 plus 1 plus 1, 4, 3 plus 1, 4 plus 1, 5. 5 means 30,000 divided by 5 means 6. 6 into 3, 18. 6 into 1, 6. And 6 into 1, 6. That means what happens? Happening is like that first let me say this one, after that I want to tell this one. Actually, if you pass only this one by land and building here, only revaluations account if you do, that means land and building account, it was debited. The entry what? Journal entry? Journal entry was there. Land and building account debit to revaluations account. Suppose your land and building, it was 1 lakh and 20,000 was increased. So land and building was debited. How much? 20,000. So previously it was 1 lakh plus 20. That means land and building, it became 1 lakh 20. Because land and building, it was debited. So if you pass this journal, land and building value will be 1 lakh 20. Similarly, furniture value will be, suppose if it is 40 or 50, then it will be 60. So if you pass this journal, the assets is increasing. So that I have done, assets is increasing. At the same time, we make the land and building account debit. That means again, this land due to pass this journal, land and building was increased by 20. Again, due to pass this journal, land and building was decreased by 20. So once we have changed it, then we have cancelled it. Similarly, we have changed it, then we have cancelled it. Again, then we have changed it, then we have cancelled it. Motor car, we have changed it, and then it is cancelled it. See, to motor car, by motor car. The motor car, it was increased, again it was decreased. So motor car it was as it is. There is no change of the motor car. Similarly, for there also machinery stock. This is machinery stock. That means once it was changed, effect of change we have given, then again it is, we made it a down. So it will be as it is. Now question is there, then what is the net result? Why you are doing this one? The net result is this one. This is the most important. The net result of memorandum of revaluations account is this. Beginning it was 20 and 10. Now it is 18, 6 and 6. That means
આપણે લાઈક બંધ કરો તો બંધ નહીં થાય.
ના
કારણ કે અમારા આગળ જોડે કોડ ગોતવાનો કે પોલીસનો વિભાગ બંધ છે ને તો ટ્રેક મારી ગઈ તો બંધ થાય.
કેમ ન? So here you see the question is there that A capital account beginning it was credited, though we wrote in the debit side, but A's capital account was credited. How much? By 20, and this is debited by 18. That means net result, if you see the A, B and C, you will find out like that A's capital was credited plus 20 and debited 18. So it was result is plus 2, credited by 2. Similarly for B it was credited by 10 and debited by 6. Credited by 10, debited by 6. Net result is coming plus, this is 4. Here, in case of a C, nothing was given, but C, it was debited. So, here, C, it was debited with minus 6. That means, these two is plus 4, 2 plus 4, 6. This is minus 6. This is the net result of the revaluations account. Revaluations account, if you do, after that if you do the memorandum revaluations account, all the changing of assets and liabilities, whatever you have done, again you have passed the reverse entry, that means no change. The effect of changing of assets and liabilities, it became like that C's capital account will be deducted, debited. Minus 6 matlab deducted. C's capital account will be debited by 6 and A's capital account will be credited by 2. B's capital account will be credited by 4. मतलब 6 कैपिटल को 6000 माइनस कर देना है और A's कैपिटल को 2000 प्लस और B's कैपिटल को 4000 प्लस करना है. This is page number 169 of your textbook. Page number 169 of your textbook. Memorandum revaluations account is given. Illustration 18 it is given revaluations account, and illustration 19 it is given memorandum revaluations account. What I taught you like that it is given, just you go through it. But question is there, practical sums from only from revaluations account. Practical sums only from revaluations account will not come. It is given in the notebook. No, the memorandum revaluations account is given only for the information to the student. Its concepts and practical aspects are not expected in the examinations. But sometimes it may happen that 3 mark short sum practicals it may be said to you, so that 8 marks memorandum revaluations account will not come, but 3 marks memorandum revaluations account it may come. If it is coming, the certain points will be given in these questions, and they may say that you do the revaluations account and memorandum revaluations account. So you will do the revaluations account and you will do the memorandum of revaluations account. I think you understood what I taught you. Even if you have doubt, you will tell me, and next video we will come to that next point, But before discussing the next point will come to complete a 8 marks questions. That will tell you. Actually, next point comes the distributions of the profit and loss, accumulated profit and loss among the partners. Next video I will tell you a complete 8 marks questions from illustration as well as from exercise. Illustration few sums from your textbook only I want to explain it so that you can understand. After that, few questions from your exercise I will do. I told you that every chapter first question as well as the second questions you will write in your friend book, and that practical sums when started that also you will try to do it. And you have seen that one. I have given some extra sums after completing the chapter. This is not from your textbook, I have given from extra sums, that also you will make it practice. And the next point also I want to complete from this video only. Next point is there. Already I told from the previous chapter. What is this? The distributions of the reserve and accumulated profit, if it is given in your balance sheets. That is page number 175 of illustration number 20. Page number 175 of illustration number 20, that I want to tell you how it is given that how or what type of entry you will pass. Let me read the questions. Once again I am telling you, page 175 of illustration number 20. P and Q are the partners sharing profits and losses in the ratio of 2:1. They decided to admit R as a new partner on 1/4/16. All three partners new profit and loss sharing ratio, it is decided 3:1:2. The balance sheets of R and Q shows the following balance. This is the balance sheet it is given, but balance sheet is not given. Balance of amount it is given. I told you that you have to distribute this one, the profits or accumulated profits. To whom? To the old partner. In which ratio? Old ratio. So old ratio is given 2:1. The new ratio is given 3:1:2. For distribution, new ratio is not required at all. But though it is given in the question, let it be. You will distribute profits or the accumulated reserve or whatever it is given either in the liability side or in the asset side. The asset side also profit should not come, expense may come or loss may come. Huge amount of loss it may come in the asset sides, or reserve and surplus or profit and loss it may come in the liability sides. So you have to distribute which is the distributed amount, that only. General reserve 10,000. Credit balance or debit balance it is not given, that you have to take decision. Profit and loss, debit credit is not given. If debit credit is not given, profit loss account is the credit balance, it is understood. Workmen compensation reserve 14,000. Advertisement campaigning expense 6,000. Research and development expense 3,000. Investment fluctuation reserve 10,000. Investment 15,000. Within bracket it is given market value of rupees 14,000. What you have to do? Most of the students, what they are doing, by getting this question immediately they started writing the answer, and every result whatever it is given that they are distributing. Keep in mind, all this reserve will not be distributed. Some of the reserve it shows like a reserve, but it is not the owner's fund. It is the employee's fund. The employee's fund, if it is given, that you should not distribute. Only the amount which is the owner of this amount is the owner, that amount you have to distribute. General reserve, profit and loss account, workmen compensation reserve, advertisement campaigning expenses, research and development expenses. Research and development expenditure, it will show in which side? It will show in the asset side. You will not get the research and development expense in the liability side. So the which amount you are getting in the asset side, that is debit balance. To close it, you have to credit it. And which amount you are getting in the liability side, it is credit balance. To close it, you have to make it a debit. That is the main formula you have to keep in mind. Liability side balance is the credit balance. To distribute, you have to make it a debit. To whom we have to credit? Partners capital account will be credit. Asset sides, whatever the amount is given, it is debit balance. You have to make it a credit. To whom we have to debit? Partners capital account will be debit. So this is a simple, very simple example. These two entry you will remember. That is the main thing. Nothing is given it here, and you will try to follow this one. Page number 175 of the illustration number 20. Answer is given. Explanation I have done. You try to understand. Even if it is not clear, you will tell me. I will clear your doubt through WhatsApp. Next video, I want to do the practical sums. When you start doing the practical sums, that time keep in mind very few points you have to know. I know that one, why the students are getting confusions, why the students are taking much time to do the sum. Sometimes it happens, you know the question, but due to the lack of time, you are not able to do the question or not able to write the answer. That should not happen. You should know the two things. One, how to solve it, and second one, how to solve the time, how to solve the question within the time. That is the most important. How to solve the questions within the time. Admission sum maximum you will get 15 to 18 minutes or maximum 20 minutes. Within 20 minutes you have to complete the admissions one sum. That also I will tell you in which way, in which route or in which method you will follow, so that you will be able to complete the sum within 18 to 20 minutes. So next video I will explain it. You try to follow it. Hope you understood. All the best.